everyone. Welcome to our talk today. As you can see, the theme of our talk is related to the field of sociolinguistics, and in particular, we are going to talk about the concept of translanguaging in order to understand a new perspective on language. What I would like you to keep in mind is that throughout this talk, we are gonna try to explore a new conceptualization on language which differs from the past and which could potentially help us understanding the contemporary world we are living in. Right, let's start, before talking about the present, let's start going back to the past and understanding what is monolingualism and what we refer to when we say a monolingualism ideology. For long, monolingualism has been considered the norm, and language was considered as a category socially determined and bounded to a nation or a state. Different studies on monolingualism report that the origin of the ideology of monolingualism is strictly connected to the thought of the philosopher Johann Gottfried Herder, who was connecting the three concepts of language, community, and place, and thinking that they should be a uniform and pure concept, which is to say that his view on monolingualism was saying that in one nation, only one language should be spoken, and the community of that nation should be associated simply to that language. So what different studies suggest is that there is a strict identification between language and nation states. So this is clearly connected to the birth of nation states in Europe, which were trying to propose a linguistic homogeneity throughout their countries. In relation to this, we can see that the concept of multilingualism, it's also related and quite similar to the one of multilingualism, the way it has been understood for many centuries. So starting from a monolingualism ideology, multilingualism would be simply to add one language to another one. So this is another way to talk about an additive concept of multilingualism. For instance, if a person is monolingual, he or she will speak one language and consequently add another language to the one already spoken. So this concept has been defined as a monolingual multilingualism because I'm dividing the languages and they are simply being added one to the other one. Coming back to the present world in which we are living in, we can see this idea doesn't fit in very well. The globalized and super diverse contemporary world in which we are living in, first of all, is characterized by huge migration of people across the globe, individuals moving from one country to the other one and bringing with them their baggage of language and culture. It's getting mixed to the one they are receiving in the host culture they will start living in. So this, of course, related to the increased development of technology, has completely changed communication, and the fluidity of interaction, of course, increased a lot. As a consequence, we can see that what emerge are complex multilingual repertoires that each speaker will tend to develop, according to the places he or she is living and to the way the languages utilized on a daily basis are influencing also the perspective on life the individual might have. So here comes in the term translanguaging. What has been defined as the translanguaging term is a new conceptualization of languages which are not considered anymore as separable entities where I can easily distinguish from one language to the other one. Rather, a translanguaging term is suggesting that every speaker has got a unique communicative repertoire which includes verbal and non-verbal elements, and the speaker will utilize the feature he or she will need according to the communicative event that is taking place. Another point related to the translanguaging term is the creativity and the flexibility of multilingual practices. So the way individuals, the way speakers utilize a language are not simply related to a standard language, but are often much more complex and fluid. So it's not always easy to distinguish between one language and the other one. And most importantly, inside a speaker's mind, it doesn't happen a switch where one language is following another one. It's rather a fluid and natural process that is taking place. The term translanguaging was first originated in the educational Welsh context. In fact, in Welsh schools, a new way of teaching was starting being adopted in order to maximize the students' knowledge of the two languages. As we know, in fact, in Welsh schools, both English and Welsh are spoken, and by utilizing simultaneously the two languages, teachers were helping students to maximize their weakest language through the support of the strongest one, and at the same time they were also helping the school-home relationship. For instance, helping parents that did not speak English being able to participate to their children's educational preparation with the use of Welsh language. Right, so what another important idea that goes together with translanguaging is that the idea of language itself, it's completely restructured, reconceptualized. So translanguaging offers us a new way of understanding the way communication takes place, because we are getting rid of the boundaries we are usually thinking of when we're talking about multilingualism, and rather focusing on the way speakers freely and naturally communicate when they are free to utilize their entire communicative repertoire. I would like to conclude my talk today on translanguaging by reading the words of an author that I feel perfectly resume the power and the importance of translanguaging. This author is Alistair Pennycook, and he's saying to look at language as a practice is to view language as an activity rather than a structure, as something we do rather than a system we draw on, as a material part of social and cultural life rather than an abstract entity. Thank you very much for listening to our talk today.